Hi, it's Andrew here at Bayside. Just a couple of months ago, I was down in South Africa. I was in Johannesburg and I went to the Apartheid Museum. If you can't remember some of that history, literally the nation was divided along racial lines, and the sores from that ran so deep. You may have heard of a man called Nelson Mandela. Well, he had a great friend called Bishop Desmond Tutu. And Desmond Tutu set up a thing called the Peace and Reconciliation Hearings. And when we were in the Apartheid Museum, we went into a darkened video room where we watched some of the hearings that happened, when some of the perpetrators met their victims and how they were brought together. I would say this, it was like a scene from the cross, like Jesus was there himself. I always remember this, as Desmond was chairing that and as he watched the perpetrator embrace the victim and heard some of the stories, at one point he fell to his knees from his chair and cried and cried and cried. He felt the pain of his people, but more important than that, he was committed to the peace of his people. We're in a new series and it's called Uncensored. It's all about the Sermon on the Mount. And the Sermon on the Mount starts with the Beatitudes. And one of the Beatitudes is this: blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God. Note it doesn't say this: blessed are the peacekeepers. Some of us just try to keep the peace. I come from Ireland, and Ireland's quite a matriarchal society. Women are strong and women run the house. And what it was in the past is that women were peacekeepers. They would just make sure that in any family strife that the peace was kept, and they would ring little Teresa. Teresa, your sister Annie didn't really mean that. Instead of getting Teresa and Annie in the same room to get it sorted out, she was a peacekeeper. But what God wants us to be is face the issues like Desmond Tutu, like South Africa, like my own nation, Northern Ireland. Face the issues and make a lasting peace. So I want to encourage you today, jump into the Beatitudes and think also today, are you just keeping the peace, or are you going to go out there and actively make the peace? If you are anywhere near one of our 5 sites this weekend, please come along to find out more about the Beatitudes. And if not, jump online to this little address where you can get the sermon on Monday. Hey, God bless you and have a wonderful day.